Well, hello, agents. Hello, everyone. And check that out. The 10-year treasury back to 4.14. How great is that? Hopefully, we can get back to that 4.25, keeping those mid 5%, near 6% MYGA rates. We all love that. But today, we're going to talk about something I really find interesting. This is called the Income Rider. This is the only place where a $323,000 value can actually have the power of just $177,000. All right, so let's get into this. This is fun. I love math. So here we go. I made this little picture of these people in a little smoke and mirror room because that's kind of what it's like, this one. So an agent was smart enough to shop this around before just pulling the income trigger. Said, hey, can we beat this? This is what the email was. Just that it, and then this attachment, right? And I'm looking at, okay, 207,000. So we went through it, right? Total purchase payment was 192. They took 33,000 of recent withdrawals. They have a surrender value of $207,127. In a cash value free amount of, I don't know why the surrender value and these two numbers are different, but it's about the same. 207,546, let's call it. Of the free withdrawal, right? So this is the rider page. But again, this was issued in September of 2010, where most of them were issued on variable annuities. Fortunately, these fee-based things were not available on fixed products. And then the securities industry injected themselves into the fixed product and brought them to our world. And here's what these things can do. So when I looked at this, I saw, oh, wow, it's got a $323,000 benefit base and a $207,000 value. I can't beat this, right? But let me try. Let me see what this income of $14,561 costs. Let's say buy SPIA, life in 10, right? Guarantee it for life and see what it costs. So I did that. And when we ran it, we used because $177,948. And I ran this actually on the first of the month, and rates have gone down. I repriced it today. It was $2,000 higher, just for complete transparency. And again, that can change, but we've locked in this rate till the 13th. So this person, if they do it, they get this rate until the 13th, this payout rate. So anyway, okay, I matched the number. Now what? So I said, well, what can we do? It only costs $177 to buy the income. What can we do with the rest? So we took the $29,000 and stuck it at 6% for 10 years. Remember, qualified money, we're going to need RMD, which will increase this person's income past what they would have ever gotten using that rider, because the rider's $14,000. And if you take any of the cash out of that, it's going to lower that income more than likely, and you're still going to be paying fees forever. So this new plan takes away 100% of the fees and gives a guarantee income that they would have had anyway on their rider, but also gives them this big chunk of cash to play with or take RMDs on. So they're going to get credit interested of $1,700 the first year, $1,800, and then they could start taking their RMDs. So this person now, that $14,560 just went up by $1,200. It's now $16,800. So they got a huge increase in year 3, or they can take interest only immediately and make that 14,000 higher right away. After the 10th year in this product, even after taking the RMDs, they have 37,000. So we just gave them the same income they're going to get on this rider and an extra 37,000 in 10 years, and the income's still going. And if they're gone in 10 years, that $37,000 is a death benefit to their heirs. So really cool, right? So what was the value of that income rider? Well, let's look. How was it even done? And remember, there's a fee. So how much fee did this person pay to have a value 30,000 less than the market bears, right? So we remember there was a 1.35% fee. These fees are normally taken off of this benefit base, but for argument's sake, let's just take it off the accumulation value. I don't know what this product did, right? I don't know how it returned. It's a variable. It could up and down years, but based on the current value and where it started, we're going to call that an average of 0.642475% a year. That's the number I needed to get up to this 207. See this 207 over here? To get to this 207 number, which was the ending number. So they paid $35,000 in fees, assuming they took it off the accumulation value. That's a rounded estimate, probably close, right? But usually these don't work off of the accumulation value. They work off the rider value. So that would be, let's assume a 5% bonus, a 5% roll-up rate is what I calculated, $48,000 in fees. That got me to the $325,000 value after that $33,000 withdrawal. And that's about where we're showing about a 323 value. So I'd say my math is pretty correct that it was about a 5% roll-up. I don't know how the bonus worked. Maybe it was a 4.5% roll-up, bigger bonus. But in the end, figure this person paid over $40,000 in fees for what? Looks like the insurance company was the big winner here. And guess what? That was the plan all along. This is a profit center for these insurance companies. So where's the risk transfers to the client from the insurance company? Why? The client just paid $40,000 in fees for what? To get an income they could buy for cheaper. $323,000 is worth $177. That's what they got for that fee, you know? Unless the variable did really bad. But let's 2020 look at this, right? Hindsight's 2020. Let's hindsight this thing. What was I looking at in September of 2010? What were interest rates? Well, August, when you would have ripped the app for this product issued in September, a 10-year rate was at 4.5%. 4.5 guaranteed for 10 years. So how would that have worked out? If you put that 192, the original deposit in that variable, into a fixed account at 450 basis points a year, 4.5%, and then assume the last 2 years was at a minimum of 1, could have been higher, but let's just give the 1% minimum, right? So 4%, 1% minimum, you would have $319,000 at the end of that 10 year, at the 14th year, right? So, we could take the 33,000 without, we could just take it as a withdrawal. If you buy a SPIA, this is on the new lower rates. If you buy the SPIA for $319, the client would have got $25,000. So if you would have went MYGA for 13 years and then a SPIA 13 and a half years, and then SPIA for life in 10, you get $25,000. What were they getting with the income rider? What was the income rider again? 25,000. Income rider was 14,561. Sounds like a better deal if they would have went. Hindsight's 2020, of course, but remember, the commission on that MYGA was 2. Commission on that FIA was 8, probably 8 or something like that, right? Really high. So let's make that fly away, all right? So this is some general information disclosures. Look, this was not based on specific situation. I don't know exactly how that variable annuity worked, but I bet you I'm pretty close. Love to see the statement. Bet you I'm pretty close on that. But in the end, what we do know is $323,000, right? $323,000 was only worth, $323,000 was only worth $177. Or I could buy that same income for $177,000. So what was the value? What did you pay that fee all that time for? What happened? Wasn't what didn't we have some record markets? Shouldn't that accumulation value be higher than $207,000? Or was that fee just eating it away? I think the answer is obvious. Comment your answer below. 800-373 for the most, for any questions. YouTube, LinkedIn for the most up-to-date, especially LinkedIn for the most up-to-date information. Thanks for watching. Hope you all have a great week, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.